36 and 37.
36, 38.
Dang it.
See, all the orangutans, look, I used to work at Woodland Park, right? And
Yeah.
they have a ton of orangutans, not a ton, but they've always had a lot of orangutans. They've never been this vocal. Ever. I think that's our cue to go.
Mooka's ready to go.
All right. Okay, so we just saw the tigers, and we are in the Asian forest, Cameron Park Zoo. So
Yeah.
now we're going where?
We're on public side. We're going to go to orangutan. We have to shift them with 2 people. So
Gotcha.
as the other trained orangutan keeper, we're going to go meet Lindsay and put our orangutan family out. So it's a mom, dad, and a juvenile who's 7 years old.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, they're my favorites.
Oh.
We're gonna get you to love orangutans and great.
No, I like orangutans. I like orangutans. Again, if I had to pick a great ape to work with, it would probably have been orangutans.
Yes, they're so smart. They're very charismatic. They're kind of like, they're chill. They're the hippies, but they have ridiculous patience. So we have to be really careful, really diligent with their enrichment.
Yeah.
Because they can take it apart so easily.
Real quick, this looks cool.
Yeah, this is our awesome water feature.
Look at that. It's a little like Asian temple space forest thing. It's really cool. I don't know. It's something nice. There's Komodo dragons over here too.
Yeah, we have
My
Komodo
favorite
dragon.
reptile of all time. So that's exciting. Beautiful. Okay, so we're in a new area now, and this is the orangutans, and we have a new keeper. So can we?
This is Lindsay, so she's my teammate. There's 3 of us that work in the primate section, and so I looked at the camera.
It's okay. It's okay.
She is in the primate section. There are 3 of us in total that are primaries here, and so Lindsay's going to introduce you to these guys.
Okay.
Sure, you need this. Hang on. Right, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Flips. Go ahead and clip it on.
Flip it. Okay, so I guess we'll just go around the room. So I'll start with our family who's in these stalls. So this is May. She's one of our 27-year-old females. She's the mom of our youngest, Razak. This is KJ, so he was the first one that was vocalizing whenever you guys were walking in. He's the dad of the baby. He is 36 years old, so he is technically considered an older boy. He's also our largest. Yeah, he's 240 pounds.
Oh, cool.
So he's our largest. And then this is their son, Mr. Attention Seeker Razak. He is 7 years old. He wants to do nothing with his life except for play and annoy his parents, and he does pretty good at that. So he's probably the most playful out of all of our guys. He'll play peekaboo a lot. He'll try to play grabby fingers.
Oh.
And then next down over here is Kutai. She's our other adult female. She is 31. We are doing something called Fission Fusion right now, where we're actually introducing Kutai to the family, because right now KJ can float between these 2 and between her, but we want to be able to have them all be one group. So we're working on introducing her to these 3 guys. So she's doing really, really well with that. And then over here is Muka. He was the other one that was vocalizing. He's our other adult male. He's gonna keep vocalizing.
Is he trained for blood draws?
All of them are, technically.
Oh, all of them are. 'Cause that's for, right? The hand reaching.
Yep. So this is the blood sleeve, so we can ask for their fingers. So this is Muka. He is 38 years old. Can I see your fingers?
He's also older than me. Wow.
So we have them target their fingers. We have a bar that goes in here that kind of helps set their hand. They'll put their fingers in. We'll just kind of put them right on top, and then we can ask for inside, and they'll move that vein up closer. Good boy. So that would be our vet does all the sticking and all of the blood draws, but we're the ones who more focuses on them, and we focus on their behaviors.
Positive reinforcement.
Yep. Everything we do here is positive.
Had to make sure. So this is just their nighttime holding unit.
Yep.
Their bedrooms basically, and they're gonna go out onto exhibit like right now. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and let you do that.
Yeah, so we have 2 outside day yards. So we have one out of that stall, one out of this stall, and then we have 1 exhibit. We do have 2 tunnels, one in this stall and one in that stall. So we're actually gonna send out our family today. So we're gonna go up on the roof, and then we're gonna send them out through that shift tunnel up there.
Oh, fun. Roof.
Yeah, roof time.
Yeah, you can go. Come here, buddy.
Is that Italian dressing?
Greek dressing.
Greek dressing. Oh, I didn't see it. Is there a preference?
We'll just let them out. They are happy with any kind of dressing. So we have very limited restrictions from our veterinarian, which is really exciting. We just self-monitor because obesity and overweight can be prevalent within the species. So we're just really cautious.
I came closer to you because I'm not trying to invade your personal space, you know.
Yeah, so this exhibit is kind of like a donut. So the middle part is open, so they don't have access to that, but they have a ring around. But all the trees that are planted inside and right outside of the exhibit are all browsable, so they're able to pick off leaves and eat it. So a lot of times you'll see they have their entire arm and they're pulling off leaves. And it's actually really good for them. That's a very natural behavior that they would do, would be browsing around. So it helps simulate that. But they have a little pool downstairs. They have all kinds of climbing structures, lots of fire hose in here to help simulate that kind of natural movement that they would do.
And the vines and everything, and whatever is are in the trees.
And then they also do have I scattered some dried fruit down there that they get to go find. So we'll see how long it takes them to figure out that's down there. We have a lot of rings in here because we like to hang stuff up. So anything that's big, we have to be able to lock down. So we give them things like barrels, PVCs, things like that. We'll lock that down in here.
A lot of enrichment.
Oh yeah.
A ton of enrichment.
Enrichment is very, very important for these guys. They're a lot more cognitively developed than other species, so they have a lot of thoughts going on in there. So we need to give them something to help stimulate those thoughts and something to channel those into. They really like destructive enrichment, so anything they can tear up, so paper, boxes, plastic, anything like that, they'll rip up. That's really good for them because it also helps simulate a nesting behavior. So in the wild, they would go and they would rip up things and they would collect sticks and leaves. And every night they build a nest that they sleep in. So that kind of ripping up of the paper and then making their own nest is something that's very natural for them. So we try to simulate that as well.
That's cool. Those big hands.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
We call him sausage fingers because his fingers are just very thick.
Thick hands. No, I've always liked the differences between the males and the females with the cheek pads. Like when the males when they're sexually mature and everything. Those massive cheek pads.
And before you guys came in, Razak and KJ were playing, and Razak likes to use KJ's cheek pads as like something to grab onto. So Razak was upside down and he was using both of his feet to hold on to KJ's cheek pads while he was biting his toes. Unfortunately, Razak uses KJ's cheek pads against him sometimes.
They're really like you guys.
We work really hard to have a good relationship with them. We do a lot of socialization, a lot of training. A lot of our more advanced training, so things like the blood draw or blood pressure, we have to be really, really good terms with them because a lot of those instruments are very expensive.
And they break things.
Right. So that's like their whole shtick is they like to break stuff. So we have to develop that relationship with them that we have to be sure that they're not going to, steal something or break something. And all of that is based on mutual trust. So we work really, really hard to make sure that everything that we do is positive with them. They do know a recall. So we have a bell. If anything ever happened out there, we needed to get them inside really fast. We have a recall bell that they ring. And they know that recall bell means that they're going to get ice cream if they come inside really quick. So that's another thing that having a positive relationship with is really good. That, we're able to help them better in emergency situations because they're able to trust and listen to us.
I know that they have a unique personality where they're like super curious.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't trust myself to not make a human error around them, and them getting a hold of something of mine that I value. Like if I just was wearing a watch, I don't wear a watch, but if I had a watch and they somehow got it, they would figure out how to use it.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like they would know how to tell time.
They know a trading behavior, so if they ever do get something that they're not supposed to have, they do know a behavior where we can ask them to trade. So we would give them something like, I'll give you M&Ms if you give me, the bottle or whatever they have.
That is one of my favorite things with trading.
It's very convenient.
Hey, no, I have this and I know you'll give me something for it.
Yep.
So,
but they've also figured out that they can give it back in parts. So
yes.
if they can take something apart and trade it back piece by piece, they get more out of it. So they will definitely do that.
I love how every orangutan knows how to do that.
Oh yeah.
Like every single one. Everywhere I've been, that's the same story I hear from every keeper. It's like that they're so intelligent.
I would say they're too smart for their own good sometimes, but I think it's what makes them fun and interesting. I love, I don't know if you can see Razak's baby teeth. He just lost his front tooth, so now his adult teeth are coming in.
Well, that's something people would be very curious about. So certain animals have baby teeth.
Yep, that's what, at the same time that he started losing teeth, one of our kudu girls, our younger kudu girl, also lost one of her bottom teeth.
So baby teeth, explain it. How does that work with orangutans?
Orangutan baby teeth is really quite similar to our baby teeth, which is awesome. So they will lose it about the same rate that our humans do. So I have a 5-year-old who also just lost his front teeth. So Razak's a little bit ahead of what a human schedule is, but it's kind of right on track. And one of the super awesome things, we participate in research with Razak by his teeth. So there's a really cool researcher who works in Borneo. And so by getting the teeth immersion from our orangutans, she can help age orangutans that are found in the illegal pet trade. Because a lot of times they'll be overfed or underfed. So their weight, their height, those kind of things won't be really true to what their age is, but their teeth are always the same. And so by knowing exactly the minute Razak was born, she can compare our data and data from other zoos to wild-caught orangutan babies that were in the illegal pet trade.
I think that's our cue to go.
Muga's ready to go.